Hey everybody, I just wanted to give you a screencast on how to play the game. I've given you a lot of materials, but I only have like 15 minutes before this recorder will automatically cut off. So let's kind of get going. Here is your company right here, and you're going to be making strategic marketing decisions as if you are marketing managers. So you have different pods that relate to the 4 Ps. You have the price, the product, the place, and the promotion. This is a blank pod where after we end a turn, all of your scores and competitor scores will come up over here. You'll be on the yellow. And this is your target market. So you can start anywhere, but I would recommend selecting your target market first. You can also click over here and it'll go to your target market. So this brings up your target market, who they are, how big their market size is. And you have some other things here, but they're not going to show up just yet until we end a turn. Everybody's aware of the product at about 20%. I'm going to choose outdoor enthusiasts. So you can go around each pod of your target market and it tells you their market size, the growth rate of this customer, what percent have purchased backpacks before, how much they spend on a backpack, and what their preferences are. So you really want to look at their preferences before you design the backpack. They're really into waterproof and capacity. That's the two main things, and durability. Waterproof, how big it is, all right, and that. So you can use these things right here to go around the pods. But like I said, we're kind of limited on time. So I'm going to go back. That's the one I'm going to select. And right now you don't have any feedback from the market or anybody from your customers because we're just started. So I'm going to select that target. Okay, selected. Now I'm going to go build my backpack. Keep in mind, here are your backpack stats. And as it is, it's $9 to make, as it is. But I've got to remember the preferences of my target market. Capacity, look at the scores. It gives you kind of the scores here. Capacity, and then capacity there, and then, all right, that looks pretty good. I know my other stuff didn't come up that they liked. I know they liked, but I think I'll be able to put some material on it that'll make it waterproof. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. As you can see, it'll change. My straps, durability, I'm going to look for some really good straps that are durable. Those are some good durability straps. Durability. I'm going to select those. I'm remembering the preferences of my market. I know they want waterproofing. I'm going to go ahead and put a water bottle on there. And you know what? I know they're kind of outdoor enthusiasts, but I don't want the cost of my backpack. It'll show you how much it is at this point. So I don't want it to be too high. Let's see here. I'm going to do a solar device because I know they may be outside. And so they can charge things. So that's all I'm going to do there. Okay, on the material, I'm going to try to find, let's see here, durability and waterproof. That's pretty high. I'm just going to go ahead and select that one. I didn't even go on the other one, but that looked pretty high for what they prefer. What this customer prefers. I'm going to do red because if you're outside and you get lost, maybe you'll be found easier. Okay, so boom, I've got it. And even if you look up here, okay, I'm doing pretty good on the backpack stats. So I'm going to go around. Now I'm going to select, look at the price. So right now I'm losing money. It costs $62 to make it. I know they'll pay about 90 bucks. I'm going to put it down to $90. Because they paid about 90 something last time. I'm going to confirm my changes. That's how you select your price. Then I'm going to go over here, and this is your place, distribution. You can select more than one channel. So once you get to this pod, you can select more than one channel. Right now, the direct is already kind of set. I could either cancel that, but once you go into the channel, it tells you per quarter. You can hover over it and it tells you, okay, where are my outdoor enthusiasts? Right here, I'm reaching about 210 per quarter in this channel by selling direct with a sales rep. So I'm going to cancel that distribution and let me go back to, like a university store. And I don't want to do that one either. So let's see here. Trying to see their reach. Their reach, that's pretty high. So I may do online because I mean my target market, you can only select one. I don't want to do discount retail chain. Let's see here, department store, that's pretty high. Department store and online's pretty high. Fashion boutique, no, that's low. And then let's see here, high end. Okay, I definitely want to do high end. I'm going to select this one. I only make $2.80 per bag, but that's okay. Let's see here. Hang on, let me go back to, so I've selected high end, and now let's go back into that. So I'm reaching my target market really well with this high-end outdoor chain selling quality clothing store, okay? Not going to have anything on that yet because we haven't ended the term. And there was one more. I think online was pretty, I mean, it was a decent reach. Even though I can select more than one channel or distribution area, I'm just going to go with online for right now because that was, I mean, excuse me, I'm going to go with, I'm going to go, and it's got a check here, and so that shows me. But you can select more than one. I've got a lot of, I'm reaching a lot of people with that. So, yeah, I know, I'm keep clicking on the wrong thing. But, I mean, it's similar colors. But you can, like, if I wanted to do online, I just want to show you that I could accept that. Actually, I don't want to accept that. I'm losing $8 with that. So, cancel that. No, I don't want to accept that. I want to just go back to my, I'm at least making $2.80 per bag. Here, making $28 per bag. So let me go into direct. Yeah, I don't have a lot of reach there with customers, but I make a lot of money if they do buy it there. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. Now I'm going to go into, why is it doing that? I don't want to do that. Media. How am I going to advertise the bag? So essentially, this is a billboard. You're not really, this pod back here is really the ways different areas that you advertise your bag. This is going to have some statements. So how do you want the bag to be positioned in the mind of your target market? And you may have some billboards around town that are doing some messages for you. Well, I know outdoor enthusiasts, and it'll come up over here if they like it or not. If they like your message, they're digging that message. It has a good appeal, 50% appeal. So I want to remember that. Eco-friendly, did it go up? No, I'm going to take it off. I'm going to try to get this really, really high because that's my, nope, just take it off. Peak performance, it went up with peak performance. I'm going to add that. High quality, nope, it went down with that. Lightweight, nope, it went down with that. Fashionable, no, it went way down with that. They don't care about that. Cutting edge, nope. Funky, nope. Safe, nope. Luxurious, no, they don't care about that. Fun, they don't care about that. Great value, nope. Smart, nope. Classic, nope. Eco-friendly, no. Luxurious, no. So let me see. They're at 57%. The message I'm giving in my ads is reaching them at a pretty high appeal. Wow, when I take off tough, it went up real high. So yeah, you know, the only message that the only way I want my backpack to be positioned in the mind of my customers as it's a peak performance bag for outdoor enthusiasts. Boom, there you got it. Okay, then we're going to go over here and yeah, I selected it. I've done everything. Nope, have not. Got to go to media. And you can just click on the page too. Okay, boom, here we go. All right, this is based on per quarter. So let me look, print, I'm going to look at my target market. They do, let me see if it goes up at all through this different medias. No. Well, 30 of them read the newspaper. If I did it one time per quarter, I might come back to a newspaper for these outdoor enthusiasts. But right now, I'm trying to give a good reach, a demographic reach. So I want my outdoor enthusiast bar to go way up. And then let's see here, outdoors 55. They do cartoon channel. Okay, hang on. Oh my gosh. Okay, outdoor poster. Nope. They're not really digging none of the kind of that stuff. So let's go back to print. Newspaper, nope, 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 nope. I don't know why I thought, okay, looks like I've selected that. Oh yeah, because once you get off 0 and select frequency. So, okay, I'm going to do 1 time. It's going to cost me if I did 2 times per quarter. If I did 4 times per quarter, I'm going to do 4 times per quarter. Yeah, at least once. Actually, I'm going to do 2 times per quarter. At least twice in 3 months. Now let me go back because I'm running out of time here. I'm trying to find some other. Wow, they kind of dig online news. So if I did 2 times per quarter, all right, and let's see, they really like the Wilderness Cable Network a lot, and they like national. Okay, so I'm gonna do 1 time per quarter there, and then I'm also gonna do 1 time per quarter there. They really like that. Let's see here. They don't, I mean, they're okay with that, but this is what'll get you. This is where you'll lose money, is with your advertising cost. So I'm just going to do it like that. I've selected it because once you select off 0, your frequency, that's automatically selecting it. And this is how many times you want your ad to run per quarter. Okay, I'm done. I'm going to end my turn. I've done it. This just says, do you want to revise or end? It gives you kind of a snapshot of what you've done. I'm going to go ahead and end. Okay, and bummer. I actually lost $1,800 in my bank, and a lot of the, a lot of it in the marketing cost. Okay, but the point I want to show you here is that this kind of blank pod now shows up. This is all of your competitors on this. So once we start playing in the groups and teams, you should see all of your competitors. Their top segment. My top segment was outdoor. But total Q1 sales, sold 352 of them. I sold a lot of them, but I still lost money. I was like one of the top unit sales, tied with Troy Taylor. But okay, but that's how you do it. So I hope this helps bring it into picture for you, and just keep practicing individually, and we'll start doing the teams next week. Okay, thank you.